First and foremost, man, I got glory and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Krakadash. Okay, you already know, man, you already know. Okay, we're out here gonna prophesy the downfall coming to this country here, Babylon the Great, which is known as America here. And basically that's all, man. Okay, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, how you guys need to repent, man. To tell the elect, the so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, that they are the true Hebrew Israelites the Bible speaks about. Okay, basically. So yeah, man, and the times we covered it too are gonna be hard, man, hard times. This Jeremiah 10 and verse 15, they are vanity and the work of errors. At the time of their visitation they shall perish. 16, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name, which the name of the Father is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. Okay. So it says right there, man, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. Jacob is the Lord's elect, man, right now. The Lord's elect are those prophets. Okay, we hope you are part of the elect who are gonna be saved, man, you know. Okay, because 2/3 of our own people are not gonna be saved, basically. That's the truth, you know. 2/3 of our own people are not going to be saved, man. They ain't. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 10 verse 10. But the Lord, which his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, he is the living Elohim and an everlasting king. As his wrath the earth shall tremble. At his wrath the earth shall tremble. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation. And the nations shall not be able to abide his indignation, man. And that's what's happened. That's what's gonna come, man. The Lord's wrath, the Lord's indignation is gonna come, man. For real, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna come. Martial law is gonna come. Shooting your kids down, you know, all that, all that good stuff. You already know it, man. You know, you already know what I say, man. It's the same thing I'm saying, man. The message ain't changed, bro. Okay, except the day. Jeremiah 12 verse, hell ain't changed except the day. Jeremiah 12 verse, for how long shall the land mourn, and the herds of every field wither for the wickedness of them that dwell therein? And the beasts are consumed, and the birds, because they said, he shall not see our last end. Okay, that's Jacob scoffing, you know, pushing away the evil day, which is not gonna happen, you know. Okay, Jake doesn't know what's gonna happen, man. He ain't ready, man, and he ain't ready. He doesn't know. He may say he's ready. He thinks he knows, but he's not. But yeah, that's gonna come. The vaccine. They already said they have the vaccination ready, man. So that means we're closer to the end. Then they're gonna bring the RFID chip next, and that's how you know we're gonna be in the end. Okay, a couple months ago you had an earthquake in Brazil. So you had blood moons. Back to back, these are signs. Those are signs, man. This Jeremiah 10 verse 15 again. They are vanity and the work of errors. In the time of their visitation they shall perish. It says they are vanity because verse 14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge. Every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his molten image is falsehood, and there is no breath in them. Like their Christmas, they're celebrating Christmas. That's a false idol, man. That's a false idol. That's an image, man. Okay, our people are lost. They don't have the conscience, bro. They don't have the conscience to fear the Most High, man. To make these videos, to watch these videos, man. To put the Most High first above you, man. Which is something I gotta work on more all the time, bro. Making videos, pushing the word, watching edifying videos. Okay, not indulging in my own shit, not indulging in my own foolishness, man. Okay, the Spirit's on me, man. It's telling me, man, and I'm not gonna give up the Spirit, bro. It's not even up to me. It's the Most High working in me. It's not of me. It's the Most High working in me. That the man's not gonna be able to stop it, man. As well as the brothers making videos each day. But we gotta work our own. Each individual has to work their own salvation, man. Okay, we know if the Most High does it. We know if the Most High, you know, if we don't make these videos, the Most High is gonna kill us, man. Okay, and then what? Satan's gonna laugh. He's gonna scoff, man, and we're gonna die. And no one wants to go out that way, man. I don't want to go out that way. This Jeremiah chapter 9 verse 15. We looked for peace, but no good came, and for a time of health, and behold trouble. And that's gonna happen. Jacob's trouble, you know, and that's exactly what Jake's gonna be saying, man. When he gets the vaccination, you know, he thinks things are gonna go back to normal, which they're not. And there, you know. Jeremiah 12 verse Jeremiah 11 verse 14. Therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. Okay, and this is why here in verse 13. For according to the number of thy cities were thy gods, O Judah, and according to the number of the streets of Jerusalem have you set up altars, your Christmas trees, to that shameful thing, even altars to burn incense unto Baal, man. Going around whoring, man. Being a whore, basically. Committing spiritual adultery, man. And precise words there. Committing spiritual adultery, man. Because yeah, we know. Okay, we know technically, you know, you can't literally commit adultery against the Most High, you know, spiritual adultery, which is even worse, or it's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. Okay, our people, you know, the words coming out. I mean, they're stuck in their whatever religion they have, or you know, just their Esau's just the so-called white man, Esau's philosophies, holidays, man. And if you tell them, you know, they're not gonna believe it. They're not gonna believe it because they're that lost, they're that wicked. You know, the Most High just calls them blind. Because they're that wicked, they're that gone out their minds, man. Okay, it's gone out their minds. They're out of their minds. That's why they're not gonna listen. As it reads in Isaiah 6 and 9. And here it is, and he said, go and tell these people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of these people fat, and make their eyes heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they hear with their eyes, and see with their... I mean, so like it says, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Okay, because it's like telling your son, and your son doesn't listen. That's how people are, man. They're not gonna get the word. They're not. Okay, it's not. Okay, they're not gonna understand the word. They're not gonna listen to the word. The prophets. They're not. They're gonna think. They're gonna think we're talking to the foolish. Although I agree with that, but. Fuck you, I was just, you know, focusing right now, but trying to focus right now, but yeah, Isaiah 6 and 9 there. I'm reading it again. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see indeed, but perceive not. He said, make the heart of this people fat, and make their eyes heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed. Because they're not going to understand the word. They're not going to take heed to the Most High's words, man, or his prophets. So the Most High is saying, I'm done with you. You know, I'm cutting you out. You're out, man. And ultimately, we know it's because the Most High has to wake you up. You know, the Most High has to choose you specifically. The Most High has to choose you specifically. He has to choose you, man. If you're part of the elect, he has to choose you. You know. It's just the way it is, man. I mean, it's just the. Okay, I mean, Jakes don't even understand how. Scary and exclusive the Most High is, man. I mean, here we are preaching the word. You know, they scoff about the word. Okay, and I mean, they don't see what's ahead of them, what's the dangers, the warning signs, man. They don't see it. Okay, and I don't get it. I don't get it how they can't see, man. It's clear. Okay, it's clear that the Most High isn't dealing with everybody, because it's just the way the Most High wants it to be, man. You know. Okay, it's hard to grasp the Most High's thoughts, you know, as it reads. I can't grasp your whole thoughts, even if I tried. David said, but thoughts are too high for me. And it's like how Moses felt. He felt like, you know. Well, I wish, you know, all the Lord's people were chosen, you know. But I mean, that's not the way the Most High wants it to be, man. And no one wants to go against. I mean, shit. Esau wants to go against the Most High. We're like the angels. We don't go against. We don't go against the Most High's order. You know, it is how it is. We accept it. You know. Well, I feel a bit weak, but you know, we go with it, man. We do what we gotta do. You know. But yeah. That's not the way the Most High wanted it to be, man. You know, that's why it says He'll have mercy on who He has mercy. You know. You can even go back to the book here in Deuteronomy. This is how the Most High felt, right here. This is how He felt here. It's Deuteronomy 9 and verse 13. Furthermore, the Lord Yahweh spake unto me, saying, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people, man. 14, let me alone that I may destroy them and blot out their name from under heaven, and I will make thee a nation mightier and greater than they. Because there's a good and evil, man. And that's just how it became once Eve was deceived, man. That's just how the way it became. Now we've been cursed. Now that's okay. Okay, really, in a deeper way, man, you can say, man, that the curse really started right then, man. Okay, you got people that you're just gonna have 2/3 of our people gone, dead, man. Your own family, a lot of your family is gonna die. A lot of that stuff, man. So that's the just like today. Now you got the Lord's elect who He wants to save, and He's gonna save them. He's gonna save the 1/3, and the 2/3 of our people are gonna have to receive judgment. Basically death, man, destruction, basically. Okay, so that's why it says, though. That's why Yahushua had to come. Yahushua was Adam also, and that's why it reads in the New Testament. Death came through Adam and life through Yahushua, man. Because that's true. That's why it says that ever since death, and death is a curse. It's not a blessing. It's a curse. So I mean, once that happened, everything is separated anyway. Everything got messed up, and through the years now, and that's why Esau was created as well, to become the last enemy in these last days, man. And the Lord deals with an equal balance, so it's really a balance as well. That's why we got 2/3 of our people dead, gone, and you got the elect. The elect. Okay, this Psalm 142:3. When my spirit was overwhelmed within me, then thou knewest my path, and the way wherein I walk have they privily laid a snare for me. For I looked on my right hand, and behold, but there was no man that would know me. Refuge failed me, no man cared for my soul. Father, I cried unto thee, O Yahweh, I said, thou art my refuge, and my portion in the land of the living. 6, attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. Bring my soul out of prison, that I may praise thy name. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. And that psalm right there explains it all and sums it all up right there. Our Because remember, man, we gotta be saved from, like the brother said, like the beautiful brother said beautifully, man. We gotta be saved, not just by Esau, Edom, man, but ultimately from 2/3 of our own people, because it's a curse it's the curse on us, man, for going against the Most High, man, disobeying the Most High. You know, I mean, technically speaking, man, we ain't go off as much as, you know. Technically speaking, man, we're suffering the most because we ain't go off as much as these 2/3 go off. Not saying we're any better or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna just say it like that, like I'm gonna just say it like this. I'm gonna just say it like this. So we are suffering the most. Whoever the elect is, Lord willing, we are the elect, and we are suffering. That's a sign there, because the elect's gonna go through it the most. If you understand, you know, psychologically, man, even spiritually, psychologically, you know, financially. Look at how poor we are, you know. I mean, mentally, even, man. I mean, the spirit that it's the Most High's mercy that we are not, you know, bugging out, man. Because if we are the elect, we help create the earth. We help create the earth and all the people in it, the things in it. And then we got cast down, man. We got cast out from our first estate of following the wrong philosophy, man. This is Psalm 142, verse 7 again. Bring my soul out of prison that I may praise thy name. That prison is here, America, our captivity. The righteous shall compass me about, for thou shalt deal bountifully with me. Okay, verse 2. I poured out my complaint before him. I showed him my trouble. Okay, because we complain to the Most High. We always complain to the Most High, man. Okay, every day we complain to the Most High, and it's good because, you know, so the Most High can execute judgment, you know. Because I mean, look at how David was. Remember Saul? He was trying to kill David. Okay. So you know, that's the same way it's happening to us, man. You know, we're looked at as you know, as crazy, you know, okay, that's what even Yahushua, okay, he separated himself from his family, man. Okay, he separated himself from his family, man. So you know, that's the same way we're looked at as. We're not supposed to be like we're not supposed to be looked at as right in on people's eyes, even, man. Okay, we're supposed to be looked at as crazy, as loners, as losers, man, which is what we are, you know. Okay, we ain't rich, you know. Brothers ain't rich here. Okay, that's these celebrities, man. These celebrities you're out there, man. You're Quavo, you're Offset, you're 6ix9ine, you're Blueface. Okay, your Swalees, man. Okay, your Trippie Redds, man. They're the rich one. They're rich, man. Okay, they're the ones. Okay, looked at as peaceful people, like basically accepted. You know, they're accepted. The prophets are looked at as bums. You know, as haters. You know. Like mad cause we ain't getting a peace, you know. That's how they look at us, as, you know, mad cause I don't know, man. I don't even know, you know. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. Like, mad because we didn't have got a piece, or because we ain't or just mad because we want to be mad or whatever, you know. That's how we're looked at as, man, and you know, and yeah, man, you know. Because ultimately, because this is not our kingdom, man, and the Most High said it himself. This ain't your rest. And Yahweh Shai said it. He said it himself. He said, if this is my kingdom, I could command my angels and they will save me. Okay. Which is interesting too, because that's the same way we speak, you know. That's the same way we talk. Like saying, well, if this is our kingdom, man, we would just we wouldn't be getting up, you know. We wouldn't be getting up to work, go to work. We wouldn't be you know, that's the same way we talk. Well, it's funny because in the kingdom they're not even gonna arrest us. They're not even. They're not gonna have the power to even arrest us. But yeah, basically, this what he said here in Micah 2:10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Yeah, come on, man. Cause you can't rest here, bro. This is like the wrong environment. This like being in this like a tiger being in a desert. It's not for you. It's not your environment. It's gonna pollute you. It's gonna destroy you, man. Okay, the system here destroys you. Okay, it's all a system made by Yisraelim, where you're set up to stay on the bottom, man. Basically, so that's why it says it's not your rest, man. Okay, because in the kingdom, man. We're not gonna have to worry about. We're not gonna have to try to be rich. We're already gonna be rich. We're already gonna have all the riches. Okay, we're not gonna die. We're not gonna have to die, man. We're not gonna get sick, you know. Also, with the Solomon, when he was reigning, and you had 40 years of peace, I believe it was. That was just a sample of what was going to happen. Also, that was just a practice run the Most High was showing us there to look back at this time we're in now. We can look back at that. We can say, well, you know, that was temporary. That's not going to compare to what the Most High is going to give us to come. And that's also a part of faith. Faith's a free gift from the Most High. It's a precious gift from the Most High. It makes sense. That's why it makes sense He wouldn't give it to everybody. He would only give it to the elect and the 1/3 that shall be saved. Because you can't just have the elect and then, you know, just you gotta have the elect and then you gotta have the I guess the regular people who you know, who are still gonna be as great. You know, I'm just saying as an example. You know. Don't feel bad or down about that, you know, but just, you know, saying, you know, ultimately all Israel's gonna be saved, yes. I mean, it makes sense, you know, because I mean, the Most High's thoughts are higher than our thoughts, man. No, I mean. Okay, you got Iran and America right now. Things are heating up, and there's rumors. There's another rumor of a war that's gonna happen by January. They say. Whether it happens or not, we don't know. But that's a rumor of war that's potentially can happen. And so, but we know before that it's gonna be the RFID chip that's gonna be implemented, as it speaks about here in Revelation 13 and 16. And it caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, meaning everyone, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. That's the RFID microchip. You're gonna have to get under your skin, which also causes a sword under your skin, which is the cancer. No. 17. And no man my bar shows if he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. The name of the beast or the number of his name is going into the RFID microchip, man. And that no man might buy or sell, which is what they're going to use this COVID-19 for, to bring the RFID microchip as well. And so, yeah, man, and they already have a COVID-19 stickers. I mean, RFID stickers where you can put in your car, and where you can, so you could keep travel, man. And that's already happening now, you know. By it's gonna end by January 11th, they said. That sword, that cancer he talks about here in Revelation 16 and 2, when the first went and poured out his body upon the earth, and therefore a noisome and grievous sword upon the man which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. So upon all those who are going to get the RFID microchip. This Revelation 2 and 10. Fear not, no things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee eternal life. And it says there, into prison, there's FEMA camps. The devil is going into the so-called white man. So it all adds up, and it makes sense to these current events we see. And it says that you may be tried, because this all a test. That you may be tried because this all a test, and all this just the test. And all this is just a dream the Most High is gonna wake us up from, or I should say a nightmare the Most High is gonna wake us up from, man. When Yahushua returns. And yeah, that's the name of the Son, Yahushua. The name of the Father is Yahweh. And you must know the names, because the word reads, there is no other name where we must be saved, man. And so you can't call the Most High God or his son Jesus, because that's not his name. He's not gonna. That name is a totally different name. So just like your own name, you're not gonna hear if someone calls you some other name other than your name that you've been given. You're not gonna listen to that name. But yeah, that's talking about the times that we're gonna come into Jacob's trouble. Now, I'm gonna get a few more scriptures here. This is Habakkuk 2, and for behold, his soul which lived up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Verse 3: For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Because we're seeing things, these events adding up to these prophecies, man. And now I'm going to close out with Jeremiah 30:7. Jacob's trouble here. Alas, for that day is great, sir, none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble. Martial law, famine, the famine of the word, in the FEMA camps. Okay, World War III, the RFID microchip, where brothers are gonna go jobless, even homeless, even hungry, because they're not gonna be able to do anything without the RFID chip. Because it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And so that's the Most High. Those are hopeful words. The Most High says he's gonna save his elect out of it, man. Lord willing, we are that number. We hope that we are that part of that number. But we won't know yet till we actually get saved, because we're not saved yet by anything, as these Christians would say, you know. Which also, those are false doctrines, and we don't encourage. But we discourage those Christianity, this false modern day Christianity polluted doctrines, man. Talking about they're saved, which is proud to say, man, because we're not saved by anything yet. And ultimately, you Edomites, you so-called white people, so-called Chinese, you Moabites, you so-called Arab, all you other nations who are not either a black man or a Hispanic man or a Native American man won't be saved. And on top of that, you gotta be chosen. You gotta be. The Most High wants to save you, choose you to save you, which is what he's already knows who's gonna be saved. He already chose who's gonna be saved and who ain't. Okay, so if that man Baruch Yahweh, Baruch Yahweh Shai, call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Krakadash. The honors to the elders, sing honors to the apostles, who are preaching and teaching us the word of truth and with sincerity. Week in and week out, and sing honors to the elect, who may not be prophets but will be saved. Shalom, peace, blessings, salutations to you. Lord willing, this edifying about the ball, Washlak Riyam to America and to a 2/3 Waharagim Aspayam Abadim. Till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.